Okay, now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this first video is about 8 minutes. And we'll do the whole video. Then we're going to actually break it down because I want to go like step by step what I'm doing. Okay, you're like, why you do that? Okay. So for at least, so I'm just going to show you the, now, oh, let me give you a little background here, duh. Okay. In terms of the video, I was working in a residential center, well-known residential center in New York, and I was actually the official PSB psychologist, probably sexual behavior psychologist. And one day I get a call from the cottage. Right? What's the problem? It turns out there's like 5 kids out of 11 in the cottage that have kind of bonded, all right, but they're doing sexualized behavior, all right? All right, hey, that happens, you know, so like, why are you calling me, all right? Well, we're calling you because it's escalating. And the problem is that, you know, their behavior now, it's kind of like benign, supposedly. However, we did find one of the kids with a stick that was poking another kid, you know, in the pants, with the stick, okay? And the staff was actually becoming more and more concerned that the kids were kind of egging each other on to do more and more dangerous type sexualized behavior, okay? So their main concern was that there was a threat to the safety in the cottage, right? This is where the, you know, the kids went to school during the day, but they came back, you know, in the afternoon to be in the cottage, and the threat that in the cottage, it was not a safe situation. So basically, I met with them. We sat down, we kind of reviewed what'd you try? You know, obviously, you know, there's a problem. You didn't call me first. Well, we tried to talk to them about it. We said that, you know, you guys can't really do that. We did a cognitive intervention. You know, we tried to say, you know, reward and punishment. If you don't do that behavior, we'll give you a reward. If you keep doing that behavior, you're going to lose privileges. And basically, that's not working, okay? So we're calling you in to either help reduce or extinguish this kind of behavior. Can you help us, right? And of course I said, okay. All right. So in terms of the intervention, as I walk into this situation, you know, part of what I want is I want to anticipate the reactions of the kids, okay, when I walk in. Now, I'm going to be doing, so basically the cottage staff tells the kids, we're going to do a group intervention that you guys have to show up at, okay? I'm walking in, what can I expect? Huh? Right? Are they going to walk in and do this? Yay, for Dr. Kaplan, yeah, come on in, we've been waiting for you. Is that what they're going to do? No. Not exactly, all right? So what do you think they might be doing?
Rolling their eyes, acting like
they're rolling their eyes. You know what? They're going to do me a favor. They're going to show up, all right? And we're going to sit there, yeah, right, whatever you want, yeah, okay. And then we're going to get done, right? And then they're going to go back to business, all right? I mean, that's, in their mind, that's what they're planning, right? So what I'm saying is that in me walking into this intervention, I'm anticipating that we're not going to, they're not there to give me, they're not going to be, cooperative. They're not going to really want to participate. You're basically looking at unmotivated kids, right? And they kind of have a group atmosphere of being unmotivated as I walk in. The other problem I need to do is I don't really have much time. The staff needs to get change to happen pretty rapidly, pretty quickly, okay? And I realized that if I take each kid separately, you know, like these are the 5 kids, you know, I guess one of the options I had is, well, why don't I just, you know, bring one, to, you know, each kid to my office one at a time, you know, we're going to work on it this way, you know. In my office, they'll probably agree to anything, right? But the issue was that they were kind of, as a group, they were kind of escalating together, right? So I kind of realized, you know what, I really need to do a group intervention here. And as I mentioned before, the group has no interest in cooperating. But somehow I have to do something that is going to motivate and get these kids involved. All right? That's what I need to do. Okay? All right? Now, as part of the intervention, if I go in and I do the same thing the staff did, you know, if I threaten them, you listen, you guys better change or else. Well, we heard that before, right? Right? So that's not going to do anything. So on a certain level, I realized that I had to come in, I had to be non-threatening, all right? I had to be non-confrontational, so that I wasn't really coming in that they didn't feel threatened by me, all right? And I had to do something that I had to influence change without telling them that I want you to change. Okay, so basically the intervention revolves, you're not going to, and what's interesting about the intervention, there's not one point that I say, hey, you guys changed, that's great, pat on the back. Don't say that at all, all right? All right, so as I mentioned, promote change without rewarding or convincing them to change. Okay. In your handout is a transcript of at least the important parts of that intervention. So if you want, you can follow. I actually had the intervention has subtitles, but if you want to, after the session, if you want to look at it, you can do that as well. All right, so we're going to look at the first. So one of the words that I got was that there's a sexual talk in the cottage, and guys fooling around. All right. Now, guys, I know that when I was here last time. Basically, what I want to do today is basically we're going to create a list of what guys' behaviors are and like how much they do it. Because as much as guys do it, we don't know. It's called in psychology this thing called a baseline. Right. So what we're looking for here is the baseline of people's behavior. Now, since we are videoing the presentation here, I'm not going to use anybody's name, any of their actual names. So what I did was actually put either a person's nickname or just their initials up there. All right. So.
Putting on mask up there? Fuck that. Bitch down!
Just your nickname. So we don't know your real name.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Oh! They put emo? They got Juju? They got Juju. Oh my God.
Well, just your nickname.
I have a question. A homosexual guy called me that.
What?
I don't like when he called me that.
Well, which one's on your...
You're homosexual then.
Nemo.
Hurricane Shady, Pookie, all right?
Who told me like that next to me? Dead ass.
Cream-hand elephant was cream-hand elephant.
How you don't even laugh?
We got Nemo, Days,
When he say that shit.
VI, you know who you are,
You forgot Juju.
and JGS.
Now you gotta put Juju up there.
What?
Juju.
That's up there already.
All right, so I got a question. I got a question for you guys.
Not that one.
All right, so my question is, all right, because and I actually talked to Hurricane about this. You ready?
Hey, put me on blast now.
What we're going to do,
Quiet.
all right? So whatever you were doing 3 weeks ago, whatever you were doing 2 weeks ago, whatever you were doing a week ago, all right? I don't want you
Come
to
in,
change
Daniel.
I don't want you to change anything. All right? So I got a question. All right, so I got a question.
Hey, look.
Daniel.
All right. Okay. All right. I guess
I'm real empty right now, Henry.
he didn't like
I'm
that.
real empty right now.
All right. So I got a question. So who in the cottage? Who's the best person in the cottage? Who curses?
Me.
All right. Well, you know what? All right. You know what? We're gonna find out during this week because we're gonna have the cursing. All right. We're gonna have the cursing.
I can name all of them right now for you.
All right. All right. Another question. All right. So, but again, we're gonna find out during the week.
Oh, shut up. You're not because all people left right now. Shut up.
All right. Because a number of guys put up their hand for who's best at cursing, right? But we're gonna find out during the week who really is the best. All right. Because we're not gonna change anything. All right. You guys are gonna do what you always do. All right. That's what the plan is.
Do what you do.
That's right. And what you do best. So we're gonna work together, guys. Okay. So we're all gonna work together in this project.
team.
Right? It's a team, exactly. We're going to be on the same team. Right?
Cause I'm agreeing with this nigga, for real.
Now, my next question is, who is the best sexy dancer and wall humper? All right. All right. We'll find it.
Pookie.
Fuck Juju and whoever. And Hurricane.
All right.
Pookie.
Yo, look at me, son.
All right.
Sexual dancer.
Sex dancer.
Sex dancer. Yo, he didn't even put sexual dancer, he put sex dancer.
All right. Now I know when you guys play sports. All right. Who is the best butt slapper? All right. Guys, come on, quiet down.
I'm really
Talking about that fucking.
All right. Now, if you have to practice it a little bit, you got to practice. Now, some people may say,
Hey man, wait,
some people may say, well, Dr. Kaplan, you're trying to get me into trouble because you're going to get me on restriction, right? All right.
Dr. Kaplan,
So
can
what I'm
I ask you
telling
something? How you telling, how you influencing us? That way if therapy is not helping, how you gonna influence us to do the same thing? Telling us do what we do best. And first of all, I just realized your theory. You telling us to do what we do best, well hopefully we'll stop. That's your little theory.
Well, no.
I read it in a book.
Julian, you see-
I read it in a book. You telling us to do the same thing?
Nah, you should tell the truth. No, you right though.
Juju.
That's what he's doing.
Juju. All right,
Stop calling me Juju.
if you want to think, you can think, okay?
I know.
But the thing is, I
I heard
know,
about your theory.
I know that you
You telling
really
us to do
can't
the
stop.
same thing so we can stop, right?
What?
We can hopefully stop. That's a good theory.
Well,
Shut
the
up.
thing is, I don't expect you to stop. Because I know that you're good at what you do.
Yo, don't
And to
go-
tell you
yo,
the
get
truth,
out of here with-
is
yo,
you
stop
really-
playing with
what
me.
we're going to do is we're going to make believe that I didn't come in today, all right? So during the week, all right, you guys just do whatever you do regular, all right? But you come on, you know how to do what you do,
Yo, get out of here. Yo.
all right? What we're gonna do is I'm gonna come back next week, all right? Same time, same place. Come back next week, and and during the week the staff is gonna write down each time you guys do your, whatever you're an expert in.
Hey, yo.
They're gonna write it down. All right. All right.
Yo, he's playing y'all. Y'all don't even realize that's how stupid y'all are. You niggas is stupid. You niggas is retarded.
So Julian,
Yo, y'all sitting down watching him play y'all laugh like good.
Julian, listen. If you figured it out, that's good. So just do what you normally do.
Yo, get out of here with that.
All right. So I'm gonna come back next week.
Yeah, next week, same time.
And staff will have a chart, and like they're gonna check off
I'm
like
gonna
how well you guys
the
do.
whole chart full of curses.
All right, that's fine. Whatever, if that's what you normally do.
So they can't take no money away from me.
Shut up, and next time we're gonna fill it in. All right?
Yo, that is not alone, man.
All right, so hang in it, and I'm gonna see you
Ella
guys next
happy
week.
like your name's up there, like.
Exactly.
No.
Yo, he just called you a sexual dancer, called you a sexual butt slapper. Y'all sitting there laughing like it's cool, man. It's not funny. I'm mad at myself for doing that gay shit too. I'm mad at myself, and I'm gonna try to stop that shit, but this nigga won't come back. Y'all gotta work with it too. I gotta try to do that stuff. He won't come back. Yo, he's calling us expert in homosexual activities. And y'all laughing like this, like we're really homos. Are we really homos or what?
You know that when he come, why don't you even do anything? He not here. You don't mean when I do all that. You're fucking hypocrite.
I ain't being a hypocrite, but I want to stop though, cause I'm getting mad at the way he's playing y'all and myself. Y'all laughing. I know. So let's try it. But y'all laughing more than me though. Y'all laughing more than me like it's all good.
Julian, I know right after this meeting, like 2 hours later, like you was shouting, you was like, man, gay.
You too. All of us. You're not here for one person. He was here for one person.
Okay. All right. Huh. Okay. Anybody's? This is an advantage I have. None of you have seen the video. So, like, what's your initial reaction?